Buffalo's third win of the flushed yellow card in the first half on Chirimba Monga, and is generally in charge, and just things look orderly at the moment. So Green Buffaloes now shooting from right to left, and with Fred Silwamba not tested almost throughout the first half. Who knows what the swap of sides could do to Kitwe United as they come with their first attack of the second half. Entering, that is the story of the day for the visiting side. Needing to curl the ball to the right direction. On this occasion, it just doesn't help the Kitwe side at all. Evans Msonda knows better than anybody how much he ought to do well. Throw into the soldiers. Mwene Mumbi for the throw in. Looking for Martin Piri. Oh, manages to squeeze in that pass. The cross, and Kitwe United survived a scare. Just needed somebody to intercept it on the run. That Martin Piri cross. There was no one. Fortunately for Kitwe United, this is Robin Siyame to Mwene Mumbi. Over hit, poorly measured ball. Hafson quickly gets rid of it. Kitwe United ought to be in a sense of urgency. Goalkeeper with the piece of the action. He's been the busier of the two this afternoon. Piece of the action. He's been the busier of the two this afternoon. Supply is cut. Ball played back to goalkeeper Fred Silwamba just to keep him awake, since Kitwe United are hardly testing him this afternoon. But maybe that moment comes now, and it's an equalizer. And it's the hard-working Lungu, Edward Lungu. He's been at it all day, and eventually Green Buffaloes break, and Edward Lungu gets what he's been looking for all afternoon. And Fred Silwamba, for all his inactivity, fails to live up to the billing and fails to stop that Edward Lungu strike that dashes and cancels Green Buffaloes' sought and potential looking 3 points. Disappointment on Justin Tinama, but elation on the part of Edward Lungu, who scores, gets a reply, and has the equalizer to give Kitwe United a lifeline.
Of all the players that have shown some promise, it has been Edward Lungu. And Green Buffaloes just casual in possession in the back, trying to play it out. And of course, Kitwe United just do the right things. This time, picking out the right pass, Edward Lungu in the right spot. Perfect finish from him, and it was a brilliant cutback. Perfectly weighted, Edward Lungu anticipating it. Green Buffaloes in 6s and 7. It looks like Frederick Mwimanzi and Chirimba Monga were out of position, not knowing who to mark, not knowing what space to close off. And Green Buffaloes were asking for this even towards the end of the first half. And true to it, Kitwe United punished them.
Well, after 3 minutes into the second half, it's Kitwe United that equalized. It's 1-1. Edward Lungu. So Buffalo's ascension reversed by Kitwe United on the Super League, on the log. Now they float the ball. Strong header out of danger.
If there was a player that should have scored for Kitwe United, frankly, it was Edward Lungu, because today he has shown the promise, he has shown the purpose. Of all the players today in the red and black, he was showing some intent.
Absolutely. He's been up and down the field. He's got a lot of energy in him, a lot of desire to do what has happened eventually.
Well, Mwene Mumbi there just tracking forward and illegally brought down a challenge from the back on Mwenemumbi.
Jack Chirwa with this free kick. The pressure is back on GBFC. Captain Monga. Chance here for the captain to make it count, but Monga's ball ends up rising.
Not happy with how that particular chance presented itself and how he took it, Jilimba Monga.
Five minutes into the second half. Kitwe United on a high, and you can imagine the adrenaline on both the defenders and strikers, so they are alerted, they are awake, and it's going to be a little bit harder for Green Buffaloes to get something here, as the Kitwe side start from the back with a little bit of confidence. They just need to work on the possession because they break and lose the ball in the process. This is Captain Monga sending it forward. That ball control was supposed to be like a drop ball of sorts.
Yeah, it was Martin Piri trying to play through Friday Samu. It's a bit of miscommunication from the striking partnership of Green Buffaloes.
Throw in the soldiers. Now finding themselves in a desperate situation and just ringing on the eel of leading by a goal to nil.
And I mean, it's something we had alluded to. Green Buffaloes, they really looked relaxed with that one goal lead. And it's a very, very slender lead. You really can't sit back on one goal and see what has happened to them now. Hoping some magic will come from Robin Siame. We've been waiting for it for 50 minutes now.
Well, that's absolutely true, because he seems to rise when the chips are down, Robin. So maybe this is his moment trying to come. Kitwe United with the task of keeping Buffaloes at bay. They need to have their defensive instincts all up. Have Sunching Ambu there needing to be protected. Buffaloes with the numbers to head in this ball. Anybody's ball at the moment. Headed out to safety, if only temporarily, because Buffaloes still have possession, sending the ball back to the area of danger, but that's going to be offside.
Green Buffaloes having the entire offside count with 4. It's just one of those players who's been prepared to join the field of play. Ernest Kofi just barking out instructions there.
Kitwe United now with a threat for goal number 2. Goalkeeper is good on that occasion. Oh, how much of a threat that was. Coming so close, Kitwe United, and now it looks like they believe.
It looks more constructive now from Kitwe United, actually. You can see, and Evans Musonda just teased the ball off very well for Mwaba Kabangwe. Good cross into the 18-yard box, and Fred Silwamba making a good save. And finally, the Green Buffaloes goalie now being made to work for his money.
Well, now we see Fred Silwamba. Oh, Kitwe United with some self-belief. Buffaloes now chasing that second goal. Oh, will that be a penalty? Yes, it is. The referee has pointed to the spot, and this is trouble for Kitwe United, who really ought to have done everything to keep the lead alive, and Charles Walia could be the guilty one. And Mr. Aubrey Kinkole not hesitating to point to the spot for a penalty. And this is how it all happened.
It was Kingsley Mukuka with the interception and Charles Walia trying to recover. The challenge is made in the 18-yard box. No attempt to make the ball. He doesn't get to the ball at all. And Kingsley Mukuka is crossing the ball as he makes that challenge, takes out the Power Dynamos winger.
Well, you've got to be a little bit more sensitive when you're in the box
and
as a defender.
True that.
And you've got support. You might want to disturb your, the striker, but surely, how well calculated are you in going in for a tackle like that?
And the thing is, it's not even like Kingsley Mukuka was playing for the challenge. That's the good thing about it. He actually does make an attempt to cross the ball. And the tackle from Charles Walia just comes from the back of Kingsley Mukuka. Doesn't even seem aware of it. And in the true spirit of the game, it's good that Kingsley Mukuka doesn't make the most of it, but it was a very unfair challenge on him, and I think Jack Chirwa will be tasked with converting this.
So it's Jack Chirwa versus Hafson Chingambo. Who will be the hero? Will this be the day he saved Kitwe United from going down again? Here comes the penalty kick, and he has saved it! And it's Hafson Chingambo who's the man and keeps Kitwe United in the game. And he's looking as humble as can be, but he's elated inside. And it's obviously going to be very disappointing, and it is for Jack Chirwa, who could not have imagined that this kick could be saved. Good job by the goalkeeper.
Oh, Jack Chirwa, he telegraphs where he's going to put that particular ball. The way he opens up his body, the direction of swing of his boot, you can see where he's going to kick that ball, in Chingambo guesses correctly and makes the save. A brilliant save from the Kitwe United goalie.
But the pressure is not over yet on Kitwe United. Robin Siame cringing, in pain.
They're cutting no favors for their former player. Of course, Robin Siame coming up against his former teammates. This time it's a player who he enjoyed the midfield role in Holy Songwe. But that penalty, Jack Chirwa, he telegraphs where he's going to take that ball, and Hafson Chingambo has his eyes on the ball, guesses correctly, gets the right height, strong right arm from Hafson Chingambo. Brilliant save in the end, but poorly taken penalty from Jack Chirwa.
So this is the man of the moment for Kitwe United, Hafson Chingambo. Now United can make a change.
And it's Rupert Musonda who was playing in the front line alongside Evans Musonda, who has been withdrawn, and replacing him is Oswald Simpamba.
Kitwe United survive, and now Green Buffaloes will insist they need the 3 points. They need to win this match. What will they make out of this particular free kick? Here comes the ball, and the goalkeeper at it again. And Green Buffaloes begin to struggle to deal with this Kitwe United side that is yet to win a match this season.
Second penalty I've actually seen Jack Chirwa miss this season. First penalty miss was against Zesco United at the Levi Monawasa Stadium. He did come back to score a cracker of a goal. Looked like it was going to be a match winner up until Enoch Sakala's last-minute equalizer in that game. But seems like maybe his penalty conversion for Jack Chirwa being called into question this season.
Well, looks like that might be a talking point and discussion for many a concerned party. Green Buffaloes. Here comes Kitwe United clearance to try and get themselves in final attack in third, but Green Buffaloes are pressed Kitwe United, and they might make a mistake as they remain rooted in their own area. Oh, clever play by clever Robin Siame. You've got to love how this lad plays. Goalkeeper caught to the party, and he handles it well.
Good commanding save there from Hafson Chingambo. Robin Siame He floats that cross and always invites the goalkeeper. And I mean, Hafson Chingambu has a very good aerial command. But there is Jack Chirwa, just ruining over his miss. Could have put Green Buffaloes in the lead in this game, but his penalty was well saved. We'll wait to see what he does to redeem himself.
Well, there's a lot of work, and I can imagine when you've been in his position, you want to work your heart out to get something that gets what you missed back. Now, injury concern here.
It's Weta Boleka, who seems to be having a bit of a challenge with his ankle. Evans Musonda in conversation with assistant coach there, Kaskalande.
Goes out, give him the ways you have to come out, right? 1, 2, okay? So that you have numbers in the middle. Yeah, I like it. Huh? Yes, that's it. You have done well. That part was good. That's what we need. Evans, so let's keep up. Make sure in the middle. We want it. Now, this one. You could have just...
Back to action here at Sunset Stadium. Kitwe United struggling to get this ball out of danger. They've been in their half almost from the time Jack Chirwa missed that penalty.
And to think in the first half, they didn't really have that many challenges with playing it out of defense. It was what to do with it thereafter.
The goalkeeper will be protected in that instance. And some a bit surprised, wondering what wrong he did.
Looks like a double substitution is being readied there. I can see Aubrey Chella receiving a briefing, and looks like Lazarus Muchinga as well. So gonna be interesting what Justin Chinama has up his sleeve.
As Buffaloes come through for goal number 2, that is the pressure. They need to get back into the lead. And Kitwe United just sucking that pressure and trying for their own second goal. Moving off with confidence, well checked. A foul, and it's going to be a yellow card on the goal scorer.
Edward Lungu gets himself a yellow card here for his troubles, just impeding the progress of a Green Buffaloes player. They did know that Green Buffaloes were going to pounce on them, and it was Mike Kativa with that telling touch. And just trying everything in his arsenal there, Edward Lungu, to stop that particular progression of play.
It's almost like a person that's drowning, trying to hold on to everything.
Clutching at straws.
I tell you. But danger still being posed by this Kitwe United side. We could be in for a shocker here. And now they cross and find themselves in possible area of opportunity. But Buffaloes will have to be strong about this. Good play on that occasion. Foul, free kick, advantage Kitwe United. And the referee will stop the match for some changes.
Yeah, it's going to be Green Buffaloes now making those double substitutions, and it's Godfrey Mashata and Aubrey Chella will be introduced. Mashata coming on for, can't really tell. It's going to be the tricky winger, Godfrey Mashata. A lot of trickery that he possesses. He comes on for Kingsley Mukuka. It looks like Kingsley Mukuka has failed to shake off that injury that he received from the challenge by Charles Walia, which led to the penalty, which Green Buffaloes failed to convert. And now Aubrey Chella is going to come on for Friday Samu. like-for-like substitution, and Aubrey Chella going to join Martin Peary in leading the Green Buffaloes attack line.
And now this is Buffaloes living in a bit of danger here. The ball will go out.
Holy Songwe just wastes that. Could have actually recycled that particular chance very well. A good bit of possession from Kitwe United.
Now Buffalo's pushing with desperation, looking for that chance to head the ball in, and that's a beautiful goal. And it's Martin Peary again. He is unstoppable this afternoon, and yes, he gets it, gets number 2, no question. Clean header, very difficult to stop, and yes, if you're Coffee, you regret, because you don't want that to happen when you have some promise of getting ahead yourself. So it's Martin Peary again, and this is one man Chingambu can't seem to stop.
Second goal of the game from Martin Peary, and looks like he has found some form so far, and always been prolific with his headers. And this particular time it's a good cross from Mwene Mumbi, not well marshaled, left unmarked. Martin Peary just picks his spot, heads it into the ground. Perfectly weighted cross, had all the time of day to pick his spot and have some Chingambo despite his attempts. The Kitwe United defense, Boleka and Moses Lolozi, questions being asked of them where they were. They should have been marking him. They weren't anywhere close, and the technical bench of Green Buffaloes very happy with that particular finish from Martin Peary.
Well, Green Buffaloes back in the lead. It's Martin Peary who comes to the rescue again, 2-1. Oh, he was so unmarked, Martin Peary. So right positioning, that's one thing you want to credit Martin Peary. He just seems to know where to be at what time, and it has worked so far this afternoon.
It looks like he's getting that knack back for scoring goals, and it had deserted him for a while, but it's good to see his sharpness return. And it all comes with the awareness, the positioning, the hunger as well to get in the right spots, and when the chances are created, are given to you, you just have to convert. To think you'd have been sitting on a hat-trick had he converted that chance that fell to him early in the match.
I'll tell you. So, is there anything within Kitwe United reserves to get that another equalizer? This is football, as Buffaloes now sprint to get goal number 3. Goalkeeper forced to kick the ball out. And Kitwe United, not looking deflated, will push for that equalizer and win a free kick at the moment.
Looks like it's actually Leonard Mulenga who commits the foul. He's trying to retreat.
Eight tackles made so far. 5 of them from Kitwe United, and they account for more fouls. 18. Buffaloes will want to avoid any mistake at this stage. Chance for a long throw. Effect. A throw in. And now Green Buffaloes again galloping away for goal number 3, and that's a good ball, but Chella decides to hold on to the chance to strike Robin Siame, again trying to punish his former side. has a good ball. Back to Siame. Mumbi. Buffaloes now dictating play. They seem to have the control back. That second goal giving them that confidence. But Kitwe needs some attention.
He went under the challenge of Charles Walia. And, just as he was striking the ball, seems like there was contact that comes his way. Edward Lungu, who's trying to help Mike Kitwe back to his feet. And Robin Siame is sprinting as if he's been substituted, you would think. Or maybe just getting a drink of water.
Hafsan Chingambu saves the penalty, but ends up not being able to stop goal number 2 from Martin Piri. "20 minutes, good time for Kitwe United to get back." How relieved he must be after missing that penalty. To be in the lead again is a good thing. Here comes the ball, but not the greatest of executions. Mumbi to Siame. Kitwe United can take over. A bit of physicality there, but no harm done. Throw into the soldiers. If Green Buffaloes thought this would be an easy-going match, well, they probably had it a bit wrong.
Definitely some spirit and fight from Kitwe United today. It's good to see it. It's good to see that they have it in them. And I'm sure with a talented player or two just on the field of power for Kitwe United, I think they would be in a different position and possibly could have already recorded at least that one victory this season. Remember, Franklin was still chasing that elusive victory for Kitwe United.
It has been elusive indeed. The least at the moment that can happen is draw number 8 to give Kitwe United 8 points. Now, when things are going like that, you know you're in Maningi trouble. Green Buffaloes, on the other hand, are looking for a third victory. This looks like it could be the one. Siame. Can be tricky. He might have a bit of an advantage having played for Kitwe United. But it's business today. Mumbi. His effort to pass doesn't work. Back to Robin. This is Chirwa. Stretches the ball to the middle of the park. Now this is substituting Chella. Runs into space. Buffaloes just beginning to really control the match. Kitwe United with a free kick. They put themselves under a little bit of pressure, Kitwe United. They ought to be moving quickly up front. Siame. Now this is where things get dangerous. And he's moving. Oh, he looked like he He fooled everybody, but made a mistake himself.
Sold the dummy perfectly.
Yes, it did.
And just couldn't.
But he sold it himself as well.
Just couldn't sort himself. Just couldn't sort his feet out in time.
You just got to love his body language, though. His body check was really. It fooled everybody. But no photo finish. 15 minutes left. Kitwe United trailing. Buffalo's holding on to the lead. They need this third victory.
It's the dogged play that's in the middle of the park, and it's Oswald Simpampa. He's trying to harass Aubrey Chella into making a mistake, but Simpampa ends up committing the foul.
Monga. Mulenga. Buffaloes with control. The more they control, the more they believe they can get a third one. Martin Peary is a goal scorer for 2 goals today. Oh, that's confidence.
Misplaced confidence, you would say. There was an attacker close by. It could have been embarrassing, that.
Kitwe United. Here's the push. Buffaloes back on it. A chest for the ball here. Kitwe United need to just concentrate and get that equalizer to dampen Green Buffalo's potentially celebratory mood. But the demand to win can only be imagined. It's so high, they're sitting unpretty on the log. Free kick, Kitwe United.
It's a very lazy and tired challenge from Martin Peary on Moses Lolozi. It's a clash of the 2 number 20s. Very lazy, a very tired challenge from Martin Peary.
Kitwe United looking for that formula to bring them some fortune, to reduce the trip back to Kitwe, if just with a draw. Played to the far side. They're really looking for that sight to shoot, but that's not being presented well. And this is Tricky Robin. Well, looks like Weta Boleke knows how to deal with him and keep him at bay. Robin Siame, obviously a former cotton Butchie boy himself. 12 minutes to play. Looking for the equalizer. Fred Silwamba is brought to work full time by that header from Holly Songwe. Good work from the Green Buffaloes goalkeeper.
Well, good build-up play from Kitwe United, and it was a cross that was met by Holly Songwe, who makes a run into the 18-yard box on one of those rare occasions. Good header from the holding midfielder. Good save in the end, yes, from Fred Silwamba. And the initial foul on Edward Lungu. The referee play on, and Charles Wadia is the one who came up with the cross. Perfectly met by Holly Songwe, and then equally perfect.
Oh, and it's goal number 3. and it is the substitute, and it's Chella who makes it 3-1, and Green Buffaloes can count themselves potentially being the victors in this match unless Kitwe United can come back with some magic. But it's Aubrey Chella and Hafsan Chingambu, well, botched for the third time, and Green Buffaloes disappoint Kitwe United technical bench, and Coach Kofi doesn't know what to say, what to do, but he probably does. Came on as a sub, replaced Samu, and has justified the replacement.
Patient build-up from Green Buffaloes, and Martin Piri plays through Robin Siame, tears down that left side, picks out an unmarked Aubrey Chella at about the penalty spot. But the Kitwe United defense is split apart again, and Aubrey Chella uncontested as he makes that particular finish at the far post. Easy tap in for him, getting his third of the season, Aubrey Chella. Chinama very, very happy with that.
Well, don't get close to him when Green Buffaloes score. You never know what might meet you from Chinama, but it's Green Buffaloes leading by 3-1. Looks like Kitwe United have run out of steam, or are running out of steam. That assist from their former player and Robin Siame into Chella to make it 3. Green Buffalo's third goal, third victory. If it ends like this, 10 minutes or thereabouts, adequate to get something again. Referee plays on. Robin Siame, tricky as he is, looking for a shooting opportunity. He's blocked. Chance here. Took a bit too long, but there's still danger for Kitwe United. Oh, still they failed to take it out. The Green Buffaloes, oh, in the end, there's a disappointing hit from Len Mulenga. Pretty sure for the technical bench, they might be saying the more we score, the better. There is nothing like we have won the game.
Well, Boleke there just receiving some attention, and it was him whose pocket was picked by Robin Siame. But here, Robin Siame charging down Moses Lolozi with a brilliant block. Aubrey Chella with the follow-up. He too was blocked by Charles Walia. And then it was Godfrey Mashata who manages to outrun Mwaba Kabangwe and trying some trickery. He's picked out, eventually teased the ball up for Leonard Mulenga. He has time and space, but just poor shot there from Leonard Mulenga.
Pressure here. Chingambu can't touch it. Confidently passes it back. Kitwe United with another loss facing them. Seven minutes to play. And it's increasingly becoming apparent that Kitwe United might qualify for the Eden University.
Obviously, them alongside Young Green Eagles are in hot contention. It's very tight between those two, but looks like Kitwe United have the upper foot.
Oh, that was going to be second goal from the substitute in Chella. They're not very lucky.
And it's picked out very well, Aubrey Chella. And it's the two substitutes, and it's Godfrey Mashata with that delivery to his fellow substitute in Aubrey Chella. Just too much weight on that contact from Aubrey Chella. He had Havson Chingambo and the Kitwe United goalmouth at his mercy.
"27 total attacks. Chance here.
Take your position. Monga.
So 5 minutes left to play here. Edward Lungu runs into space. Songwe. Kitwe United looking for goal number 2 for them, and if they could score in the few minutes, who knows what else could happen after that. So Green Buffaloes had better not count their victory yet. Foul.
Could make for a very, very interesting finish if Kitwe United score, actually.
It would, because then they would believe they can equalize.
Yeah. Looks like Mwene Mumbi is a bit of trouble, but nothing that he can't shake off. And he goes straight into the defensive wall. Looks like it's one that Evans Musonda will look to deliver into the Green Buffaloes' 18-yard box.
Here comes the Kitwe United free kick. Not enough to go past the defensive setup by Green Buffaloes. Chella doesn't do a good job, but wins the ball back. Atones for the wrong as Green Buffaloes search for goal number 4. Mashata still insisting, holding on to the ball, but playing it backwards and retrogressing in the attack. Green Buffaloes way back to Monga. So Green Buffaloes with confidence, they certainly do want this match to end yesterday. Green Buffaloes, 3 minutes left to play. That can be long when you're desperate for a victory. Munga. Goalkeeper Silwamba just winding the clock without doing any wrong.
Winding the clock down and frustrating Kitwe United. Especially the longer Kitwe United stays without touching the ball, the more and more the more frustrated they'll get. And for Green Buffaloes, there's a chance that they'll open up Kitwe United from this particular play as well, because Kitwe United very desperate to get themselves back on the ball and bound to make mistakes and get out of position.
Kitwe United make a double substitution.
And it's Motela Mulambia who come in for Evans Musonda. And Monday Wadia will get a run out as well. And it's for Holly Songwe. Holly Sangwe, the most recent Kitwe United player with a genuine chance to have gotten their second of this game with that brilliant header that was saved by Fred Silwamba.
Kitwe United, they tried, they threatened, but in the end, looks like it's going to be a Green Buffaloes victory. And 3 minutes to deal with. Hafsan Chingambu can make no mistake. Boleke. And Kitwe United, despite facing the prospect of a loss, might want to end the game strong. And that's probably a good thing. Chella. There's a run here. Well, that speculative shot by Mwabakabangwe.
Another set-piece opportunity granted to Green Buffaloes. I'm sure they'll just take this time to eat at the clock as much as possible. I know Jack Chira is going to take it, but his slow run towards where the ball is supposed to be placed shows very little promise of there have been a lot of purpose in this free kick. Won't be surprised if he decides to play it back. Opt for possession, Green Buffaloes.
So 1 more minute. Yes, we know miracles happen, but 1 minute. So Buffaloes, from where they are, could be headed for position number 13, I think. They'll displace Indeni as it stands.
They'll finally be out of that relegation zone, and for Kitwe United it condemns them to yet another loss and keeps them rooted to the bottom of the log with those 7 draws that they've managed to garner up from certain games.
So for Kitwe United, very strong candidates for university.
Looking to hook up one of those Eden University scholarships.
In the meantime, looking for goal number 4 is Green Buffaloes, and you don't want that to happen at this stage. And the 3 minutes get wrapped up, and it's up to Mr. Nkole now. Free kick, Kitwe United, and down in need of some attention is I guess Sakala. There's another change for Green Buffaloes,
and it's Eddie Sinyangwe who's going to come on for Martin Peary, who has played a very, very big role in what will be a sure Green Buffaloes victory. His 2 goals gave them the cushion, and so Martin Peary, having done his job, withdrawn for Eddie Sinyangwe.
Kitwe United with a free kick. Fred Silwamba makes sure that he's well protected by this 4-man wall, and it's well defended, and the referee says enough of the action, time for Green Buffaloes to go and have some time to celebrate. And it's the work of Martin Peary enough to get what would have given them a victory. It was Martin Peary's opening goal that beat goalkeeper Chingambu in the 19th minute, being found in the right place at the right time. But an equalizer came just at the beginning of the second half. Edward Lungu, who had been working so hard in the first half, and it paid off with his equalizer that dampened the spirit of Green Buffaloes, but not for too long, because Martin Peary was to be found and marked again. His header just banging it downwards, no chance for the goalkeeper, and defenders having to answer a few questions. Where were they when Martin Peary was rising high and deciding where to head? Robin Siame punishes his former club, and bang, he came in with Chella, who made no mistake on this occasion to give Green Buffaloes the all-important 3 goals and, of course, 3 points here at a lot of happiness for Green Buffaloes, who take the day with a 3-1 victory.